just in time for Thanksgiving travel. We are getting ready for our first big snowstorm of the season. We are on a next weather alert today, so you should be getting ready for those slick roads, slower commutes, and a spike in crashes. At Twin Cities Transport and Recovery, it's a towing company, crews say that the first snowfall tends to catch drivers off guard. They are ready to help drivers in a sticky situation, but they do want to remind people to drive cautiously, slow down, not only for yourself, but for other people out there on the road. They tell us every single snow event ends with someone crashing into their tow trucks. This is a nasty crash. This actually happened last year. It's a reminder to stay vigilant out on the roads.
It's always important just to slow down, whether it's regular conditions, and it's heightened even worse when it's slippery, snowfall, things like that, to just slow down and be cautious. They're just trying to clear the road so it's better traffic for everyone else to get where they need to go. And we just want towers and workers to just make it home for the families.
So it's already been a very foggy morning before the worst of the weather even moves in.
Yeah, at 494 right over at Carlson Parkway out in the Minnetonka area, you can see this fog has been steady all morning long at north, south, east, west there. Let's check in with Joseph because this fog's going to slowly turn to rain and then snow.
Eventually transition to snow. You got it. Yeah, you know, it is foggy right now, and I was just checking out some of the cameras over in the Dakotas, Fargo through Bismarck. Snow is coming down there. Visibility is low, and that's exactly where that cold air and that snow is going to be arriving from. So it's going to be moving eastward as we go through the day today. Now, so far this morning, yeah, it's just foggy. It's a little damp outside. But if you're leaving now and you're not getting a chance to return till maybe 4, 5, 6 p.m. tonight, you should at least be prepared for some snow at that point in time. So what has changed since maybe last night when you had an update? Well, we have a winter storm warning that has been expanded through the cities down to the south all the way to Mankato. Kind of a slight shift as far as the higher moisture and snow totals go to the south, closer to the cities. So you can anticipate some higher snow totals now. Still, yeah, this isn't changing. Yeah, so you know about this. Rain transitioning to snow after sunset. Travel tonight into tomorrow morning is definitely going to be sketchy, and then we're going to have windy conditions and blowing snow as we go into the overnight. Now, this is what the winter storm warning looks like now. Anything in the orange and red, that includes the counties nearby all the way down south, is underneath that winter storm warning until Wednesday morning. Okay, this is what it looks like. Rain basically all day today, transitioning over to snow. Big block of blue there tonight. That's going to be our heavy snow before it starts to taper off potentially tomorrow morning. You can see the view outside right now. Just looks like it wants to dump snow on us, but it's just not cold enough yet, and we're still waiting for that colder air and that moisture to move on in. So we will break down the rest of today. I'm going to take you through the weather miles. I want to talk about snow totals. I said those have been adjusted, so I want you to see them, and I want you to know what's coming up for Thanksgiving and maybe some snow after Thanksgiving. All that in about 10 minutes, guys.
Adjusted upwards. All right, Joseph.
Yeah, trended that way. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanksgiving travel rush is certainly getting underway at the nation's airports.
Starting today, TSA is expecting to screen nearly 18 million air travelers through early next week. To keep things moving along smoothly, they want to remind people of these travel tips. A little prep time at home can save a lot of stress and time at airport checkpoints. Start by packing smart to avoid putting items in your carry-on that could trigger alarms like liquids, spreads, and sauces. Remember that Real ID is now required to fly, but TSA's #1 tip is simple. Arrive early, 2 hours early for a domestic flight, 3 hours before international travel.
Prepare before you get to the front of the line. Have that ID ready. Those tiny items in your pockets, your AirPods, your coins, your keys, tuck those away in your carry-on bag so you're only putting one item through the X-ray. Those are the things that passengers can do that speed things up.
A note on your Real ID, it's required to fly unless you have a passport or another approved form of ID.